Mental health is an extremely important, yet still very taboo topic, but it is a topic of utmost importance in the veterinary profession. Veterinarians experience extreme mental stressors that can take a toll on a person's health and well-being. One study done in England and Wales in 2005 noted that suicide among veterinarians was 4 times higher than the other medical professions. And another study recently indicated that 1 in 6 veterinarians experience suicidal ideation since leaving veterinary school. So clearly this is a problem, but what can we do to alleviate some of the stress that we face on a regular basis? One answer is simple: try yoga. Why yoga? Well, let's explore the benefits of regular yoga first. Yoga was developed 5,000 years ago in India and is defined as a comprehensive system of well-being on all levels, including physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It is extremely popular and practiced around the world, and as this chart shows, there are many different types of yoga that can be practiced, but we won't get into that or we would probably be here all night. Now, as we were researching this topic, we realized there is not a lot of research out there on yoga and mental health. As you can see from this Google Scholar search, there were only 119,000 results when searching the terms yoga and mental health, which may seem like a lot, but when you compare this to the over 1 million results for the terms pharmaceuticals and mental health, you see that there's really not a lot out there. However, of the research that is out there, the results are overwhelmingly positive. For example, in this study, they took 2 groups of individuals with diagnosed depression. One group performed an 8-week yoga regimen, with the other serving as a control. The yoga group had significantly decreased Beck Depression Inventory scores by the end of the trial compared to the control group. This number is just a standardized measure for depression in individuals. Another study that was specifically aimed at college students found both physiological and psychological benefits of students who performed yoga. Physiological benefits included decreasing sympathetic nervous system activity, which resulted in overall mental relaxation and decreased autonomic arousal. Psychological benefits included physical relaxation, reduced sleepiness, mental quiet, and a decrease in perceived stressors. So, back to yoga. Yoga is dog yoga and involves teaching your dog to perform yoga poses. This allows for bonding with your dog as well as all the benefits that regular yoga provides. So, we decided to test this out ourselves and teach each of our dogs to do a yoga trick. This is my dog Helen. Helen has been blind since I rescued her about 4 years ago. According to the shelter, she was in and out of rescues at least 9 times, so needless to say, she is one big furball of anxiety. This, along with her blindness, presented some challenges. I didn't quite make it into a doga pose, however, I did get her to respond to a down cue. That in and of itself was really rewarding, and I believe, although it might take some time, I will be able to eventually get her into a doga pose.
This is my dog Howie. I'm going to train him how to bow, aka do downward dog.
When I first started training him, I would start with him laying down. Mary's behind him, encouraging him to stand up on his hind legs so he can learn the bow position. But it was really hard for me to train him that way when I was by myself, so I changed my approach and would start with him standing. I put my arm under his belly to prevent him from laying down and held a treat out in front of him. I would reward him every time he took a step forward or bowed his head or made any move close to the bow that I wanted him to learn. And he eventually offered that bow on his own. So we practiced that a few times, and once he offered the bow on his own a couple times, I introduced the command bow.
Bow. Good boy. Bow. Good boy. Bow. Good boy. Bow. Good boy.
This is the final product, Howie and I doing our yoga pose together. It looks like Howie loves yoga, or maybe he just loves all the treats.
This is Macy's journey on Doga, yoga for dogs. The move she was supposed to do was a handstand. We didn't quite make it that far, so instead we did chair, but you'll see. So to start off, we did a little bit of warming up the back feet in the box and out of the box. This was after a SABMA symposium. I listened to Dr. Otto's talk about fitness with your dog and about getting them to realize they have back feet. So we did in the box, out of the box, and then on the box. We did on the box again, and she eventually went actually up onto the table, but I thought it was funny. So the first part in learning this trick was to teach her back up. So this is teaching her how to back up. Once again, continuing to teach her to back up, but now I've actually created a little pathway between the table and the couch and the boxes and the couch that she actually has to back up in that little area, which will become clear as to why I did that in a second. So then I tried to get her to back up on this little cat scratch post that's up against the couch, but I needed to kind of confine her into a little area so that she would just back up onto the cat scratch post. So using some boxes, we made a little tunnel basically in there so that she would have to back up actually onto the cat scratch post.
Back up. Good girl.
And there she is doing that. That's as far as we got with her, to get her to put her back feet on the cat scratch post. So after that, we moved on to chair, which she picked up pretty easily. And then this is just with the yoga mat, us doing chair together, and me actually doing chair. So this is our completed yoga position.
Okay, do it one more time. Sit. Wait. Wait. Good chair.
And then I also real quick tried to get her to roll out the mat by telling her to find it. She knows if I put treats down to find it. And then we also did a little mini agility run,
Jump. Good girl. Weave, weave,
which I was very proud of. She's never done the weave pulls before.